I'm not really sure about the ingredients for pancakes. I just really freestyle it. Normally, I would get a mix, but normally I would get like the already made mix. But I'm like chefing this now, Chef Babe, white material. So I got eggs, sugar. This egg should not break here. Sugar, milk. I don't have liquid milk, so I use powdered milk. Baking powder. Oops. Baking powder. What else will I need? I think that's all I need. Okay, guys, so make pancakes with me while I tell you about how I got scammed or almost scammed on LinkedIn. So, let me measure this thing first. Two cups of flour. I guess this is 2 cups. Let me add a little. Okay, so I entered this phase of adulthood or supposed adulthood. I'm like, I'm a graduate now, I'm a doctor. Let me connect, and I don't know, felt like an adult thing to do. So I joined LinkedIn because I'm a professional now. This guy messages me like, okay, cool. I look at his profile, it's really giving. It's like EMG, whatever, all these things that all these IMGs have on their profiles and everything, and how okay, he's an international doctor now. Profile was like, okay, he was in Abuja for like a few years. He worked in National Hospital, he worked in Nizamiye, he did this. He's now currently recently matched in the US program, and yeah, internal medicine and stuff like that. And it was really giving. I was like, impressive, or like, and I'm seeing as I'm also planning for my Japan journey, I might as well like follow back, right? And I left it as that. It's not as if I was going to message him because waiting on time. So after a while, this guy sends me a message. Are we supposed to put butter in pancakes? I'm not sure. I think I'm supposed to. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, wow, okay, nice to meet you too and stuff. And we talk, but mind you, we don't even have a proper conversation, like proper conversation, just like hi, this. Then after a while, he's like, oh, he doesn't really use this app much. That maybe I can give him my WhatsApp number and stuff. And I'm like, considering the fact that I don't really use this number too, okay, I don't mind. I mean, my gate man has my WhatsApp number, so whatever. Then yeah, I give him the WhatsApp number, and shit, there's so much water. So I give him the WhatsApp number, and he doesn't really message me till like 2 days after. Like at one time like this at night, and I'm like, oh, okay, or maybe time difference. Let's give him that. And then I message the next day because you can't message me after 2 days and expect me to reply you. I'm just kidding, but like, yeah. So it was just like, hi. It was a foreign number, by the way, all this +1 and stuff. And I was like, okay. And it's like, oh, where are you from? He's from Enugu. This is this. I was really giving, how all these Igbo men settle down, who get a job, and how like Igbo men will get a job, and the next thing they want to get married. Then I'm adding this. I think this is overhyped, and I got a lot, and now I don't know what to do with the lot that I have. So I'm going to try and I'm going to add it, because now I'm just adding the shit. adding it to ice cream, adding it to yogurt and everything. So okay. So yeah, don't really know how to break this now. Now I used to break this. Don't judge me. I didn't find any other thing to use and break it. So I'm going to use this. Gosh, it's working. Going to make a lot of noise, so I'll just do that. So he messaged me with a foreign number
International
plus
call.
one.
You don't know.
And then I was like, okay. Replied and all those things. And then the next day, he sends me a message with a Nigerian number. Like, hi, it's Ben. That blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, I'm still in Nigeria. You know how it is, homeland.
I had my American number, wasn't working. That so much explanation for something I didn't ask about. Because honestly, who cares? But seeing as you're giving so much explanation, that's so like what's up. But I was just like, okay. Then I was at work and this guy messages me. I don't have powdered sugar, so I'm just going to mix the milk and sugar. How many cubes should be enough? Fuck, I wasn't even counting. This should be okay. This should be okay. And butter. I have not added butter and salt. Let me add salt. Okay, yeah, so what next? I'm supposed to put oil, right? Butter or oil? Should I just put olive oil? Fudge, vegetable oil or olive oil? Olive oil isn't the same as vegetable oil, right? I think I'm just going to put vegetable oil. So should the oil go before the milk or the milk before the oil? I think the milk should go first. Or should the egg go first? Shit. Okay, let me put the milk first. Okay, so he messaged me and he was just like so much explanation. And then I was just like fine. And then this guy calls me like some minutes after. It was like I was at work actually. I was at work and it was like 9:30 a.m. or like 10 a.m. I can't remember. And then so that should be like 4 a.m. American time, I guess. Then he calls me and I'm like, why the F are you calling me? Because it's not as if you know me. You don't even know my name. You've never asked me what my favorite color is or what I do for fun. Or there's just so many stages I feel before you call somebody. Especially me. Like before you call me, at least like book an appointment. But I was just in a good mood. So I answered. Call was going well. So I answered. And then he's just like, hi, Kelechi. Oh, by the way, his profile picture was also given. I don't know whose picture he stole, but he used the same picture for everything. LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and the second WhatsApp. And I knew that was very, very odd because why? It was just giving too much forced energy. So he's just like, hi, Kelechi. Pronounce my name with this funny ass accent and as if he's not Igbo. But I'm like, okay, well, since as you've been abroad for 1 year now. So he's like, hi, Kelechi. It's really early here that I'm just waking up. I'm just like, I didn't even ask you the time, bro. Like, get to the point. Why are you calling me? It's like, oh, how are you? How's work and stuff? And I'm just like, good, I'm okay. How are you? And that was when I entered trouble, when I simply just asked, how are you? Is this how some of you guys feel when you ask some girls, how are you? And then they give you all their life problems?
Hey, what's going on here? Hold it.
How are you? Shit, this is so sugary. And he started giving me, he was just like, oh, he's fine. But then, oh, his mom. Shit, I don't know what I'm mixing right now. Does the egg go now? Let me put the egg. Okay, that the only problem is his mom, that she she's not feeling well. She's over there, like in the US with him and stuff. And I'm just like, oh sorry, because what else am I actually supposed to say? And then he's not like, oh, it's really bothering him. At this point, I'm like, okay. How many eggs? Two should be not too much, right? And he's like, oh, his mom, and it's really bothering him. It's really giving Eba. You want to see? Okay, so it's like his mom, that she's diabetic, and she's having like, she's in the hospital right now. She's being treated for diabetes. She's having an acute complication of diabetes, diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA. And all this while, I'm just like, bro, you're a doctor. I'm a doctor. I know what DKA is. I know what diabetes is. I know what, like, you really didn't have to tell me this much. So, but go on, please. Like, she's having an acute complication and she's in the hospital, and they've been giving her drips. First of all, you just told me diabetic ketoacidosis, DK, blah blah blah. I'm sure you can say normal saline too and add, but let's skip it. They've been giving her drips and they want to give her infusion, insulin infusion. First of all, my brother, they don't really need to give her insulin infusion. They can just give her the insulin like that. But let's listen to your story, because at this point, I just want to see how stupid the story can get, or the height of the story. Please go on, tell me more. Like, okay, they're giving her, they need to give her insulin infusion, and he's been trying to send money. And I heard that one. I knew that, okay, this is exactly what I think it is. Please tell me, please assume that I am a baby and feed me this lie, this story, or whatever. So thick. Then he's like, so that Kelechi, please, can I do him a favor? His accent was actually as funny as this. Like, can you please do me a favor? I promise I won't disappoint you, Kelechi. I promise. And all this while, and I'm thinking, you have over 100 people to ask for this type of stuff, rather than a girl that you don't even know her name or her anything about her. So yeah, I'm not going to trust you. It's like, oh, he needs to send 30,000 naira to the hospital. He said 30,000 naira, and I'm wondering, you just said your mom was in the abroad with you, so why are you not calling dollars? So I asked again, oh, where's your mom? Where is she exactly? It's like, oh, she's in Nigeria. And I'm like, okay, what type of oil am I supposed to? Oops, she's in Nigeria. And I'm like, oh, okay, where in Nigeria? I'm like, oh, she's in Port Harcourt. What hospital? And then he mentions this hospital, um ella apex hospital in Port Harcourt. And I'm like, at this point, because it's a WhatsApp call, so obviously I can use my internet, so I'm trying to Google the name of the hospital, and I'm not finding shit like that, because there's no such hospital. Like, oh, please, can I just send him the 30,000 naira, that he'll send it back to me by Monday? He just needs to make this payment for his mom. And I'm like, okay, send me the account number, no problem, because yeah, you've seen Tata now, you've seen baby. This funny ass accent that, when it's Christmas time, you go to Molitala or Namdi Airport in December, and all the uncles and aunties there have this particular accent that shows that they're just coming back from the abroad, they're just coming back from the States.
Oh my god.
Accent.
Oh my god.
So
I don't know.
yeah, like, oh, it's in Port Harcourt and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, send me the account number, sure. And he's like, okay, thank you. And this year, Momo actually sent me the account number, because I'm still on Pampers. I'm eating Cerelac.
Thief.
So
I'm rubber.
he sent me the account number, and obviously that was even a funny one because the account number was funny as f. It said Ela slash Ebenezer Wakego type of name. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay. And then immediately I just blocked because ain't nobody got time for that rubbish. So I just blocked him and then archived chats because it's still funny. I want to go back to it and laugh someday. Let me make my pancakes now. My pancake isn't really giving now, but I feel like it will give later on. This is the mix. This is the batter. Ugh. So I'm really hoping it will give at some point. Then I check my LinkedIn like the next day because I'm just wondering like, did this actually happen? Is this guy actually for real? And I see that this nigga has changed his name. He now goes by this weird ass name that sounds East African, this weird name that sounds East African. And now he's from Babcock University. He's still a doctor, yeah, but he went to Babcock Medical School. He went to LASUT, Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, right? And all these things. And yeah, good luck to his next client or whatever, or next interest. That was just, I didn't know LinkedIn was like this. You people didn't tell me that I thought LinkedIn was like we're all here looking for our adult life together. But I was so yeah. Anyways, this is why you shouldn't trust men, and you shouldn't trust men on the internet, especially. And now you shouldn't trust LinkedIn men too. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. So this is our pancake. It's frying right now. You guys, the pancake is giving. It's giving. Look, I flipped it and it's looking nice. Smooth. It's looking like a broad pancake.